Good morning.
Mr. Robinson.
Okay,
Approach it
okay.
cautiously. Mr. Robinson is a normal lever, not yet. Judge, he has provided me the last contact he had with this lawyer. He did not have an easy time. He left the court with this reset in hand that told him he did not need to appear on December 5th and went home to his house, which was completely boarded up and eviction notices posted. He was completely unable to get in his home and then picked up the new case because he called the police and made the report trying to get into his home. So he has had quite a bout of bad luck. I've spoken with the state about the offer. He never obtained that offer from his previous counsel
That's
because
so not true because we spoke about it with him, and we spoke to him on December 5th. Discovery was complete. Admonished him that he had a 2-hour class or 2 hours of community service and a class to do for dismissal.
Oh, so he was admonished in court. He did not explain that to me,
We do that with every single person.
Okay.
Ever, because we let them know, hey,
Sure.
your case is getting old. It's time for you to get it done.
Well, he did leave court to a locked up, boarded up house, and he has since been able to get on his feet. He has obtained a job. He has a very limited financial situation because he has 7 children he's supporting. The state graciously upped the offer a little bit. They would reinstate that, and we would take that PTI offer today if the court would consider it. He understands this case is old and that you would be making a special exception, Your Honor. Not to reward him for not showing up, but
that's exactly what that's.
I know there was a very crazy
Deputy,
situation.
do you mind bringing up Mr. Robinson, please? Yeah.
I can let Mr. Robinson tell you about it. He really would like to do the PTI.
I would like to win the lottery.
We all want.
I would like more hair. I really want more hair. It's not going to happen. So.
And Judge, I have discussed with him more than likely to get him this offer, so I'm pursuing all of this.
Well, we've done that before.
Yes,
We've had other people try to scare him too. It doesn't work.
And we're not on Zoom, right? Or we are?
We're always on Zoom.
So I had a message from Peter Delete, but I won't deliver it on Zoom. I'm sure he can
Tell
imagine.
Delete that we love him. What's Peter doing today? Where is he at?
You know what? I thought he was going to be up here, but I haven't seen him. So he's doing his usual thing, making messes.
Why on earth, after your case being 350 days old, you've taken off on us multiple times, and in December, we spoke about the offer that you had 2 hours of community service and a class for dismissal. Yet, reset after reset, and then you just blow us off. So why would we reward you with letting you go to try to get this thing dismissed, Mr. Robinson?
You can answer the judge. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, when I never came, I got a letter that says do not appear to court on December 5th. So I never spoke to anyone after being here in August. I never spoke to anyone, but I do have a job. I am a working member of this society.
You think that just because you don't have to appear for one setting, that the thing goes away? Poof, like a fart in the wind?
No one called me or contacted me, Your Honor, and I was unaware.
And it is your responsibility to contact the lawyer. You are not Mr. King Robinson, where people are going to throw down a red carpet for you, sir.
Sure.
This is your case. It is your responsibility. They're not going to sit there and try to catch you. Oh, come on, Mr. Robinson, can you please come to court? No, it doesn't work like that. And you have had enough cases in the past to know how the justice system works. So why would we let you go? To me, you know, you get one PR bond to make things right. I'm not down with giving you multiple PR bonds. I'm not. What do you do for a living?
So account manager.
How much money do you make a month?
I only retain 2,000 out of it,
You're telling me you make $50,000?
sir.
How much do you make a month?
He brings in $2,000 a month, Your
2,000,
Honor,
yes.
before his expenses. His child support is approximately $495 a month plus $100 in back child support. So
7 kids, it's $500 a month? That can't be possible. Does the court know about your 7 kids or do they only know about 1 kid? Because typically child support for 1 kid is around $400 a month, not 7 kids.
Sir, Your Honor, I took a Zoom call with the Attorney General and my wife was online and that's what he ordered, sir.
What is the offer on this case now?
the prosecutor has offered a PTI of 90 days. It was originally a 45-day PTI
I'm
offer,
not resetting this case for 90 days.
or he has offered a time served, Your Honor.
So to get this thing dismissed, what did he have to do?
Originally, it was 45 days community service and
I have here,
the state increased the, I'm sorry, it's now a 90-day PTI offer. Hold up on mine.
what do you want?
10 hours of community service and an effective decision-making class.
That's what it is. 10 hours of community service and an effective decision-making class?
Yeah, I increased the hours and see. Skip on.
Mr. Robinson, you have 1 week to get this thing done.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to tell you now, you ever take off on me, I will make your bond $50,000.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And if you don't have this done in a week, against my better judgment, I'm giving you the opportunity to get this thing
Yes, sir.
dismissed. You have 1 week. I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care if Jesus comes down and tells you to do something differently. If you're not back here in a week with everything done, you will get an immediate trial setting. And all offers off the table because I will not accept anything else.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
1 week. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Then, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks for being
No,
patient.
absolutely. You back up and running?
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right. That's, approaching on an off docket matter.
People want to see you.
I
They do.
appreciate
Really?
that. Yes,
Okay.
I appreciate
So
that.
who do you have?
Sterling Wiggins, Judge. I have the
Wiggins,
cause number.
that's
Yes.
So where is Mr. Wiggins?
He is in the piece, sir. With the
Come up, Mr. Wiggins.
And just for some context, defendant missed an arraignment on 4/19. Transportation initially was the issue.
Council, hang on.
Sorry, I just need the cause number.
505-146.
That's it. Okay, tell me.
Yes, Judge. So initially, transportation was the issue for the missed court appearance on the arraignment date. However, between April 19th up until we were retained, which was last month, the family has undergone significant financial hardship. So much so that they are currently ongoing on the process for finding a new home to make a permanent residence. So for that reason, Judge, we are simply trying to reinstate the initial PR bond that he was given, or in the alternative, a bond amount not to exceed 2,000.
Hey, Victoria. Yeah, so just.
For Wiggins,
Yes,
when did we initially see him?
so his first appearance here,
I'm gonna make his bond contingent on one thing. Because I told him, and I told you, I did not want you to smoke weed. And I told you that I was going to test you in 30 days. And what did you do? You took off on me. That's what you did. I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to see what, if anything, is in your system. And we'll go from there. Because that's what concerns me the most. Are you using? Because you know, since day one, the first day you got here, I told you, don't smoke weed, right?
those notes
'Cause-
are for different.
Yeah, I didn't.
This is Wiggins, right? I'm having here that we spoke to him and told him not to smoke weed.
Yes, Judge, this is Wiggins, but I put, the notes on a different. Wiggins had a PR bond back in April and didn't show up on that court date.
It was his first arrangement.
That was his first arrangement.
How many PR bonds has he gotten?
One, because his other cases were closed out. So this is his first arraignment on April, that he tried to appear, so one time. I'm gonna go and update those.
Mr. Wiggins, have you ever played Monopoly? In Monopoly, you get what? A get out of jail free card, don't you? This is the only one that you're going to get from me. You ever flake on me again, I will put you over my head like a little child. And guess what's going to happen? I'm going to test you 31 days from today. You were on notice. Don't smoke weed. Do you understand? I'm bringing you back here 31 days. If I have found that you continue to smoke, and I don't care what your excuse is, I don't care if you're in a car with 15 people and they're all toking you, if you're fall down and there is a bong in your mouth because you fall down on it. You test positive in 31 days. You know what's going to happen, right? What's going to happen? Very good. That's right. Today, I will reinstate your bond. It's the only time I'm going to do it. From now on, I don't care what your excuses. I don't care who you have next to you. You ever flake out on me again, I will make your bond really, really high. And if you are so financially destitute, as they say you are, you'll be stuck like Chuck in jail until this case is over with. And I'm going to tell you, it takes damn near 9 months just to get a 911 call. And you will sit there until all that happens. Do you understand? How old are you? You're 18. What do you do in life? Where? So you graduated from high school? Since January, this is your 4th case. If you truly want to go to school, what you're doing now is all wrong. Because when employers look you up, they're going to see all your criminal history. It don't matter if it's dismissed or not. They're still going to see it. Do you think they're going to want to give you a job? With your assault case now, the entire world is on notice that you have a trigger temper. What employer in their right mind is going to give a job to someone who has a hair trigger temper? Because they know they push your buttons, you're going to let loose on them. No employer wants that. The more criminal cases you pick up, the bigger hole you're digging. This is already 4 this year, and we're only 7 months in. What's going to happen next? So you best be on your best behavior. Otherwise, you'll stay with me. Do you understand? Who's with you? Mom? Is that Mom? Come on up. Who is the assault? Who's the complaining witness?
A prior significant other, no longer in the picture.
It was a dating relationship, Judge.
Are you Mom? Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you coming. It tells me a lot. This is his fourth case this year. And now he's facing a year in jail. He missed the first court date, so I issued a warrant and I put his bond at $2,500 because he missed court. He tells me he's going to start Lone Star, he's going to start college in the fall. I don't know if that's true or not. All I know is that the more cases he picks up, the harder his life's going to be. Your life is hard enough as it is now. All you're doing is repeatedly shooting yourself in the foot as it is. Does he live with you?
Yes, sir. We're in a transition right now, so we stay in extended stay until I can find us another home.
Okay. We have services through the MAC that we can help you out with it, whatever you need. We have social services, if you'd mind looking into try to helping them
Absolutely,
with
Judge.
any kind of housing. We have services that will help you with whatever you need. All you have to do is ask and we can help you out. And I'm happy to do it with whatever you need. The only thing I want to do is make sure that he behaves himself while he's out on bond. So if you ever have any problems with him, if he mistreats you, doesn't follow your rules, just come back to me and tell me and I'll straighten him out for you. You know, but I'm at wit's end with Mr. Wiggins. I'm up to here, like my own kids, and I'm not going to stand for it anymore. You step off the line one more time, I will put you on my knee and I'm going to spank you with a ton of jail time, just like a little child. Do you understand, Mr. Wiggins? So, Mom, you need anything, just all you need to do is holler, and I'm here for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So the complaining witness is a significant other that they no longer have
No longer.
contact with.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's charged with assault of a family member, $4,000 fine. Not only that, this is the kind of case that can have severe ramifications where, you know, if he were to pick up another one, unless this thing were to be dismissed, if he picked up another one, he's looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary on a 3rd-degree felony. And you could potentially never own a gun or ammunition as a result as well. So there are really, really big consequences with this type of case. Do you understand? You are not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case whatsoever for any reason. I also told him that I'm going to test him 31 days from today and that he better not smoke weed, because if he smokes weed and I test him, I'm going to put him in jail. I will revoke his bond. He's not allowed to smoke weed while he's on bond. No weapons as well. You are now on notice of everything that is expected of you. Do you understand? Are you working? So what are you doing to pass the time?
Ms. Phillips.
You need to find something to occupy your time, because when you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. That is what is happening. Have you had a job since January? Do you have a driver's license? Do you have insurance? Is that right? Does he have? Okay, as long as you have both, then you can drive. When you have too much time, you become self-destructive. You need to find something to occupy your time. And I tell you, there's no better way that you can help your mom than getting a job, a full-time job, and helping her with money. I'm telling you, if you were to do that and help your mom, she would be over the moon with you. And you won't get in trouble because your time is occupied doing something productive. So that is now another condition. You must get a full-time job. Or if you have a part-time job, if you're in school. But I don't want you roaming around without nothing to do. Do you understand, Mr. Wiggins? So when you come back in 31 days, I want to see what you're doing with your life. You must have a job of some sort. No home health care. And they'll explain it to you if you don't know what I mean. You understand? Okay. So Tracy, you got all that? Okay. Mr. Wiggins, good luck to you. All I'm asking you to do is make me proud. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not asking you to split the atom here. All right? All right. Good luck.
Appreciate you, Judge.
Reinstate it now.
Yes,
Now knows what's expected.
thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse you. Feel good. Appreciate your conditions.
Thank you so much.
And if you need anything, just come back to me, okay? For sure. 2505 146. Oh, really? He doesn't want to do the week?
He's changed his mind. Yes. We would like to be done with this case today and not risk a
Incredible.
trial. Mr. Robinson, come on up.
Judge, let's work on Mr. Wiggins, you wanted 2 weeks pending proof of the job and then 30 days?
No, this one, we're gonna do just 31 days. He comes back, we'll take a drug test and to see what he's done to get a job. Let's see, 19.
Senior core five.
Judge Fleischer said, but I never went up here. I don't know why.
Yes, ma'am. It is time certain.
It will.
Judge, were you able to sign this transfer?
You filed it electronically?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it right now. Okay, done. All right, Mr. Robinson. You're charged with false report to a police officer. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. What is it, Melissa?
3 for 5.
3 days in jail.
Judge, I'm sorry, it's actually 180 days or 2,000. I believe it's a class B.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, just to,
You're right.
sorry.
It's a class B. I don't know why. That's weird. All right, you've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in credit for the 5 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. There's no buyer's remorse here, like Target, where you get tired of the conviction, you can return. You were stuck with this. You give up the right to appeal, so you can never come back and try to change this, undo this, challenges. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You, like I said, you give up the right to appeal, so you can never come back and undo this. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense, or guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. I'll roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. Understand, from now on, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any cases that you pick up. So be very careful.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Wait, Mr. Robinson?
Pavel, let's talk about Ms. Johnson, if you don't mind. So,
You don't get a first judge on the PC?
yeah, I get, I mean, you're welcome to stay there. You don't have to get up, but so what we have here, I mean, did you, are you ready? Did you read it?
Yes, Judge.
So we have a lady
Yes.
who's in a house, I guess just in bed with someone who's got felony warrants
In the garage, but yes.
in the garage.
Yeah, and they're both laying together and the drugs were found right by both of them. Neither of them took ownership, so we charged both of them because they both have care, custody, and control of the drugs without any ownership. Everyone gets charged in those kind of circumstances.
Whose house is it?
So I would need to do some follow-up as to whose house it is, but I know they were in the garage of this house.
I mean, if
Okay.
it's her house, it's one thing, but
I guess from what I understand, the defendant articulated as the co-defendant's moms, but I don't have any way of checking that right now.
say that again. So
The-
she says it's the mom's.
It's the co-defendant's mom's house, and they're in the garage.
Oh, the house. It's her house.
So it's their house.
Because that, I mean, that's like me going to your house, right? And I'm sleeping on your couch and just, there's a little weed over there. I'm just a guest. And cops bust in, they try to charge me with the weed. What?
I guess the argument is because they're in close proximity, since it's right by the bed, they both have care, custody, and control of the judge.
Yeah,
And
I'm not,
That's the definition of it, so.
yeah, but I don't, if she'd claimed ownership, if it's her house, if there's something
Yeah,
a
but
little bit
if they-
more.
Requiring them to claim ownership for purposes of.
No, I'm
PCM,
not
that
saying
would
that you
be-
have to, but I'm just saying, I just don't think it's enough. I mean, imagine I go to your house and it's the same thing, you know? So I'm crashing on your couch, just hanging out. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, okay, so we did confirm the home belongs to both parents of the co-defendant. They're both listed as the owner of the house.
So the house belongs to,
The co-defendant's parents.
okay,
And the
I'm
co-defendant-
gonna find no PC for her.
Yes, sir.
Come up, Ms. Johnson. As the old adage goes, when you hang with dogs, you get fleas, right? Perception is reality. I'm going to find no probable cause in your case now. All right. That means I don't have jurisdiction over you. The state may well, in fact, indict this case at a later date. If that happens, a warrant will issue, but I'm going to find no probable cause in this case now. Just be careful who you spend time with and who you hang out with. You get my drift. All right, ma'am. Good luck. You're free to go. Ms. Ferris, you were charged with theft. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. I have no idea what happened on this case. All I know is that you've been charged with a Class A theft. I've appointed you a lawyer with Mr. Dixon now. We're going to do probable cause to see what actually happened. Please.
On January 5th, 2025, the complainant reported that his church mailed out checks for payments to various utilities with multiple checks that were then stolen. After being assigned the case, the officer spoke with the complainant, who stated that he received back his bank statement, which reported the following checks being stolen. The first check for $780.20, which was drawn off his.
Oh, I remember this. There's like several different people that are,
Yes, so there's multiple
Okay.
checks. The next check is for $780.40. The next check is for $784.09. That was to a Mr. Chinko, who reported that he didn't know the individuals and did not give them consent to endorse or cash canvas checks. They then subpoenaed the bank records and showed that the checks were changed to pay Sonia Maris at the Chase Bank at 1520 San Felipe Street.
do we have it that she actually negotiated the check and put in her account?
Are there any complete readings?
I have to figure that,
Yes.
banks, I mean, there are cameras everywhere.
And Joe,
right?
may you please ask
Yes,
her what
the
date?
teller job log journals indicate that the person casting the check presented a Texas ID as the primary identification source. The officer then checked this identification through the Texas driver's license database and found that it was associated to.
What was the date of the transaction, may I ask, state? Because my client has been incarcerated. She hasn't been,
2023, believe it or not. Yes.
What is it?
On April 12th, 2023.
April 12th, 2023. Okay. So, Ms. Ferris, I'm going to cause to go forward with your case. It's a bit too messy.
I was in the way.
we'll get there. I just wanted to make sure that it wouldn't be on the time that you were incarcerated.
April of 23, 22, April 23rd, I got out of the way.
Ms. Ferris, as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. That is, I guess you said a church, right? Or the person who is associated. So you're not to have any contact with the actual church and the person who is the owner of the checks. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the co-defendants in this case as well. If I find that you pick up a new case, if I find that you're a danger to my community, if I find that you break these conditions, then same will happen to your bond. I will revoke it, put you in jail, no more PR bonds. Do you understand?
I do.
I've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Dixon. If he tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, likewise, a warrant will issue.
Sir.
Guys, we have to set a bond on this case. So what bond? What do you think? State. What's appropriate? And is a PR bond appropriate in this case in light of that she's on felony probation for a third-degree felony?
We asked for $5,000, Your Honor.
Judge, I would respectfully ask a PR bond on this case. The probation officer, the CS community supervision officer is here. Mrs. Farris has been diagnosed as being bipolar with psychotic tendencies. She was on cocaine, ecstasy, and other major drugs, but she was determined to be competent. Right now, she is not free. She is not free. She is in custody with the in-house.
Oh, she's in DDRP.
Yes, sir. She's in DDRP at this time.
So I have to give her a PR bond.
Yes, sir.
Because if I take her into custody now, that kind of ixnay on the DDRPA, right?
And her felony court's aware, we did a case review and they want her to continue treatment, finish it successfully.
And I always want, it's okay, don't worry about it. I always want that as well. You know, we want you to complete the treatment. It is also a condition of your bond that you're not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, so I will set the bond at 5,000 and then I will grant her a PR bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Case number?
It is 255-0584.
Thank you.
Okay, so for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We will also have you meet with Felicia for your bond conditions. We'll have you sign the bond conditions. Do you have a date of release?
Yeah, I can look right now.
Yeah, do you know mind if you can provide it to Mr. D? That way we know we can set her case for the day after. That way we can get here to be able to monitor her with everything. Okay, all right. Good luck, Ms. Ferris.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. D.
For Ms. Ferris, can we go over those again?
No alcohol, no drugs, random UA, no contact with co-defendants, no weapons, no contact with the church, or no contact with the person who's, I guess, either the owner or the money. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Diaz.
How you doing?
So you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, sir, that this is going to go on your record. It can be used against you anytime you pick up any new cases. You will now be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. It looks to me that you're also on felony probation. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand that by pleading guilty to this offense, this may result in that probation being revoked, resulting in further confinement. Do you understand?
Sir.
Do you still want to do this?
Sir.
How do you plead to the offense of possession of a controlled substance, guilty or not guilty? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never come back and change this. You understand?
Sir.
You're on felony probation. There's only so many times they're going to bend over before they, put you in prison, man.
Sir.
You know,
I don't want that.
don't say anything, but really, the more you pick up, the more it is. All right. All right. Good luck.
Your Honor, good seeing you.
Hello? Sure. And? Okay, zoom back on. Do you mind? Please, thanks.
Huh? Gonzalez?
Okay, give me a second, Dion.
Yes, sir.
You are Vincent Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rodriguez, you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member. That allegation kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 9-month deferred. So he's got 2 cases. He's got the criminal trespass and this case.
Correct. And they're going to be dismissing the newer criminal trespass case.
Is this what you want to do? 9 months. As a result, you cannot use illegal drugs. You cannot use alcohol. And I'm going to test you like crazy. I want you to know that. You really want to do this. If you violate this probation, you're looking at a year in jail. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Are you sure? He picked up a case while he's on bond. I mean, really? Are you going to be able to make this thing? You can't even stay out of trouble while you're on bond for this case, man. Really?
That's what I'm making. I got this.
You know, the thing is that when you get on probation and it gets revoked, you look at a whole ton of more time and you're expected to do stuff on time, meet with probation every month. You have to take a test every month to prove that you're not using alcohol or illegal drugs, no smoking weed, no using, you know what I mean? How do you plead to the offense of terroristic threat, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for 9 months. As part of the agreement, you will do an effective decision-making class. You will do an 8-hour anger management class, 20 hours of community service. Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
Then that's what we're going to do. You will now be expected, instead of the community service, you need at the very minimum a high school diploma, Mr. Rodriguez. And now that I know that you don't have one, I'm going to keep you until you get one. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to test you in 2 weeks for drugs and alcohol. You know now. Do not use. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I will make you a deal. I like to take people off early when they do well to reward them. The minute you get your GED, and I mean, you got to do the class as well, but the minute you do get your GED, I'll take you off, man. All we want you to do is make you better than you left. But I'm telling you now, I will hold you to this until the end. So if you try to toy with us, I can file an issue a warrant for your arrest, put you in jail, let you out after a week for you to do what you're supposed to do. You toy again, you're right back in, and in 2 weeks this time. Toy again, 3 weeks next time. Do you understand?
I understand.
All I want you to do is get your high school diploma.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
I understand.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Waive all his fees. It's never about the money, Mr. Rodriguez. I don't care about the money. Money makes no difference to me. It's just you doing what you say you're going to do and keep my streets safe, because that's what I care about. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez. Oh, Tony.
Buenos días, señor González. Good morning.
Mr. Gonzalez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, first offense. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow, so you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
Una multa.
You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 270 days in jail with credit for the 96 days that you have done. Is this how you understand this?
Yes.
You need to understand, Mr. Gonzalez, that this charge is going to go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. If you ever get pulled over in a car, an officer looks you up, they're going to, they will see the DWI. If they roll up to your window and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go well for you.
Okay.
Do you understand? You need to also understand that as of today, you will now be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
Okay.
Okay.
You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are sufficient consequences. You can be deported from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I would never get into a car again because you're taking a humongous risk. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above?
I had 1.15, I think.
Okay, so that is true then.
Así que es verdad.
Okay, true enhancement. All right, sir. Did he say guilty?
Yes, Your Honor, he did.
Usted se declara culpable. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to find you guilty. I will send you to the agreement. I am now going to suspend your ability
Ahora voy a
to drive for
suspender su
90 days.
habilidad de manejar
Do
por
not drive
90
until you
días.
get a
No
license.
maneja,
Good
no
luck,
maneja hasta
sir.
que reciba una licencia. Buena suerte, señor.
Okay, we're going to waive all the fines and.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
Están
good
todas
luck,
las-
Mr. Gonzalez.
Buena suerte, señor.
Okay. Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
did you test, last name again? Wilson, did you test Mr. Wilson? Yes. He was supposed to go take a test. Did you go take a test?
Yes.
Did he take a test with probation?
49 San Jacinto.
They're both pretrial and probation building. I don't see any ones on our end, but for the MHA,
Oh,
it may
okay.
have been with Shatoria.
Do you know where she is?
See if I could have talking with someone in custody.
Yeah.
Just come.
Hi, Shatori. That's okay. So we sent Mr. Wilson for a test? Wonderful. Okay, that's all I'm asking you to do. Stay negative, don't use, and stay out of trouble. So you said the next reset day that you got was what day?
April 17th.
I can give you the same day, Mike, but with us, we need to do something on that day.
Oh, no, I agree. And I
I'm not holding it
believe
any longer after that. We will have a hearing. If it's not resolved upstairs by then, I'm going to have a hearing whether to
Yes, sir.
revoke.
Yes, sir. No problem. If we have the medical records, then I think the state will be in a different position.
So let's set it for a hearing on that, on the 17th. And let
Yes, sir.
everybody know as far as probation department so that they're ready. Subpoena if they need to, they're subpoenaed. Okay. Don't use, stay out of trouble. I don't want to have to put you in jail. Do you understand? Okay. All right. We'll have you sign a receipt.
Yes, sir. No, sir, to the judge. Or
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Your Honor, or no, Your Honor.
You're on bond for tampering with a government record in addition to a fraud. And it has now come to my attention that you've picked up an indecent exposure. We're going to do probable cause. You have anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. On the indecent exposure, please.
On February 25th, 2025, officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas. And the complainant stated that she walked to the parking lot of her apartment complex. And the complainant stated she entered the driver's seat of her vehicle, which was parked north to face her apartment building. And she observed the resident of the apartment number 320 staring at her from the window of his apartment. The defendant then lowered his shorts below his genitals and held his erect penis in his hand and was moving his hand up and down along his penis in a sexually gratifying manner. The complainant was offended and alarmed.
All right, Mr. Shaw, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to expose yourself into the public against other people. Do you understand? I'm now also, being that you are on bond with the case and you've now picked up a new case, I'm now going to revoke your bond on the first case as well. And I will now set that at 5,003. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case, and not to go within 500 feet of where she lives or where she works. You understand?
Yes.
Also not to be in possession of weapons as well.
Impossible, it's not.
No, it's not impossible. It's in order of court. You're gonna have to move it. If it's 200 feet, you can't stay there. It's a serious offense.
Okay, so Felicia, do you mind? I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs as well. So don't worry about the conditions. Since I'm gonna have them monitored, and I'm now going to put a GPS monitor prior to release Felicia as well, so that we know where he is.
Now, I ask a question, Judge. State, do you know the exact location of where the complaining witness distance of residence, I think they stay in the same complex. Do you know the
You know
distance?
what we can do, because it's gonna probably take a little bit of time to calculate it. Why don't we roll it to tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
That way we can also give time to calculate where he lives in relation to the complaining witness. Because I don't want you to go anywhere near her. I want this person to feel safe, and I don't want you anywhere near this person. Do you understand?
Go rolling till tomorrow.
I would like conditions signed now, and then we can always modify later on, but I guess because they may live in the same complex, we'll have to delineate, or find how far it is one to the
So
other.
how many feet would you like me to put for the moment?
For the moment, for now, 500,
Yes, sir.
and then we can come back and change if need be.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
So we need him to sign real quick and then.
Buenos días, señor.
Buenas, ¿qué tal?
Yo soy su intérprete. Por favor, conteste a voz alta.
Ok. Está bien.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Ramirez Black.
Buenos días, señor.
Good morning, sir.
You're charged with two
Está siendo
cases. You were
acusado de
charged with
dos casos.
driving while intoxicated.
Está acusado de manejar
You're also
ebrio,
charged with failure to stop and give information.
proporcionar información.
Both of those are Class B misdemeanors. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Una multa de
You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 150 days in jail, credit for the 55 days that you have already done.
Ya que ya.
Is this how you
Es
understand
lo
the
que usted
agreement?
entiende.
Sí.
Yes.
You need to understand, sir, that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the DWI. You're pleading the DWI. The other case is getting dismissed, I'm
Que
assuming.
le van a quitar
Correct?
los cargos, ¿correcto?
So you need to understand that the DWI will go on your record and it will be there for the rest of your life.
Permanecerá ahí por el resto
This is
de tu vida.
important because if you ever get pulled over, an officer, the first thing they do is they look at your record. If they see that you have a prior DWI, they go up to your car and they smell alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for
No
you.
le va a ir bien a usted.
Do you understand?
Usted entiende.
Entiendo.
I understand.
If I were you,
Yo
I
fuera
would never, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car.
Se meta en un carro.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Lo he pensado siempre.
I
You
will
also
comply.
need to understand that this is an enhanceable offense.
No
So from
piensa,
now on,
leva, que aquí en
it's a
adelante
minimum of
estaré
30 days in
enfrentando
jail.
mínimo de 30 días en la
Any new
cárcel.
cases that you pick up here,
Caso.
you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement.
Derecho hasta llegar a este
You give up the right to a trial,
juicio.
right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law.
Leyes federales.
You give up the right to appeal.
También su derecho a apelar.
Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life.
Permanecerá ahí
You
por
can never take it all.
jamás podría sacarlo.
Lo entiendo.
I understand.
This is what you want to
Es
do.
lo que quiere hacer. Yes. Yes, sir.
Plead to the driving while intoxicated, sir.
Señor.
Culpable.
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. I will now suspend your license or your ability to drive if you don't have one for 90 days.
90
Do
días.
not drive, otherwise you will go right back to jail.
Regresa de nuevo a la cárcel.
Lo entiendo.
I understand that, sir. Buena suerte.
For the court costume, so.
Thank you.